Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. I think I found it now.
When do you start?
Are we introing?
Yeah.
I don't need to lean into it, do I?
No.
Keep leaning into it. That's
No.
what annoyed that woman, isn't it? Mrs. Doubtfire, whatever she was called. Hello and welcome to our super mega little convalescing YouTube channel. Because yes, I've been stricken with absolutely terrible, horrific, life-threatening back pain. And I'm not going to make a song and dance about it, but I'm having to convalesce in the comfort of a beautiful campsite in Bulgaria.
So, with Andrew's horrific injury to his back, we are changing our plans a little bit. We left Greece yesterday as planned, and we came into Bulgaria today as planned. But everything from now on is going to be a little bit hit and miss, and we maybe aren't going to do the route that we thought we were going to do.
Which makes no odds to me because I don't know what we're going to do. All I know is if I sit in the driver's seat or passenger seat, I have excruciating back pain and I can only stand it. Normal average men would only be able to stand it 30 minutes. I'm managing about an hour before a tear comes to my eye.
So this next week is going to be a little bit different. Rather than stopping and going to look at places, we're just going to do the driving that we can and stop where we can until Andrew's back is a little bit better.
However, this campsite, whoa, it's probably for me just won the Campsite Shower of the Year award.
We are just over the border in Bulgaria. We're at a little campsite called Sunny Paradise, and so far it's been just that.
Sunny and very comfortable. We've even got our own garden here.
We were on our own and there's one other camper just arrived, so I think it's going to be a quiet night, and in the morning we will catch up with you about our plans because we need to have a talk.
What, me and you?
Yes.
Oh, I hate talking because I'm not part of the conversation.
Grown up stuff.
I just get talked at,
Grown
like
up
at
stuff.
school.
Well, a very sunny morning from Bulgaria and a peaceful night last night.
Yeah, very quiet. Lovely side. Brilliant.
Anna and Ivo are very friendly. They even came to us yesterday and said we could sunbathe naked if we wanted because there were no children here.
Didn't want to put you through that, so I kept the old trouser snake under lock and key.
And after some discussion about what we're going to do now with Andrew's back,
As I mentioned, I've got a bad back. I'm really struggling.
we have come up with a plan. So our original plan was to backtrack through Bulgaria and Romania to head to Bran Castle, doing 4-hour drives along the way. Not a good idea. So instead, we're going to do 2-hour drives on the shortest route home between Bulgaria, Romania and Hungary and see what we find after 2 hours. Simple.
I'm confused, but anyway.
And today, guess what's 2 hours away? A bear sanctuary.
Bears.
So we're off there now.
I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I gotta let you know, it's so incredible. I'm finally letting go. Up, up and away, yeah we go. I found my flow right on time, and now I know what it feels like to shine like gold. Up, up and away, yeah we go. I don't gotta worry about a single thing. I can feel the light coming down on me. Sunshine. sunshine.
If you see me coming, I'm about to get it started. Get it started.
So this is Belitsa Bear Sanctuary. We've joined a guided tour which run every half hour, and we're just hanging at the back because the tour is in Bulgarian. We've seen our first bear and we're looking for more.
Oh, I think it's another fib like moose in Scandinavia because I'm not seeing many bears.
And it's great that we can bring the dog as well.
Close out, unleashed, I'm a beast, got the whole crowd. Party, make a scene, gonna get loud. Real proud, show my teeth. Go wild like an animal. Like an animal! Like an animal! Go wild like an animal. Like an animal.
Bud's quite interested in the bears.
I'm a machine looking.
Well, it's 6:20. Everybody else has gone from the bear sanctuary. And we've asked permission to make sure we could stay here tonight. And they've said yes, no problem. So we're just going to go and see if we can see a bear through the fence. There are two car parks when you get here. The one on the left is definitely for cars. It's quite slopey. The one on the right is just very undulating and probably gets a bit muddy if it's been raining, but it's okay for motorhomes if you can find a level bit. Hello guys, is it bath time?
Like an animal. Go wild like. Like an animal. Like an animal. Like an animal. Go wild like an animal. Wildin' out like an animal. Go wild like an animal.
Well, that's been the best bit of the whole day. After hours, just watching them play. Oh, I've never seen anything like it. They were like two little naughty boys trying to best each other in the swimming pool. Ah, absolutely cracking. Peaceful night with the bears. We didn't get eaten.
We didn't even hear them.
We did hear the dogs though.
Yeah, there's a couple of stray dogs. They must live here because we saw them in park during the day knocking about, and they're all right, but they started yapping about 3 o'clock this morning, but not for long. But all this area, like Greece, is very dog barky, so you have to live with it.
This little bear sanctuary was really quite lovely to wander around. It cost us 10 lev each, which is about £4.60 something. And it was set up in 2000 to rescue and rehabilitate the dancing bears from Bulgaria and other Balkan countries, and any other bears that were used for entertainment in cafes, bars, private owners. It's quite a sad story. Dancing bears in the UK were banned in 1911, but it took until 1998 to get them banned here. And they used to train the bears by putting them on hot metal plates. And then when the bear lifted its foot up to relieve the pain, they banged a drum. And so eventually, when they banged a drum, it lifted its foot up. So the faster they banged the drum, the bear appeared to dance. So it's an amazing little place. They've rescued over 30 bears to date. We saw, 6 or 7 when we wandered around the park. You have to do a guided tour, which took about 30-40 minutes, but with plenty of time in there to sort of spread out and look at the bears. The guide was in Bulgarian, but she did tell us to come and stand next to her so she could translate into English, but we felt like we were pushing in, didn't we? So we never got a chance.
They let too many people in that tour. It was too crowded. So you wander down a path. There's fencing either side, and if you're lucky, you see some bears at the other side of the fencing. We were quite lucky, but it was only half an hour, 40 minutes. So, and it's quite way off the beaten track. So it was nice, it was good, but that's it. So think carefully, because I think
one of us wouldn't have bothered, and one of us would.
No, I think it was average. It's just I wouldn't want people to travel a long way to come to it, because you'll wander around half an hour, then you'll be done. So if you want a nice park up, free, brilliant. If you want to see some bears for half an hour, brilliant. But don't be travelling hours and hours, because I don't think it's worth hours and hours of travel. But we have put some money into rescuing some bears. I feel like a tortured bear. I wish someone had rescued me.
So do I. We're off now down to Banksaw. We're going to go back down that road before any tourists start to come up, because it's a single track for the last couple of kilometres. Go down there for the Sunday market and hopefully have a Bulgarian lunchtime before heading off to Rila Monastery, because that is within our 2-hour driving window for Andrew's back. You can't have a chainsaw in the van, or a stabby knife. It's lamb St George and the special capana. Smells nice. It did have every meat imaginable, plus black pudding.
All the meats and black pudding.
This is homemade biscuit cake. So Banksaw has been a bit of a surprise, hasn't it? What a lovely ski resort town, but the bit we're in now is the old town. And we've just met another George who said come to his house for a meal, and he'll do a good meal. We don't have to pay if we don't like it.
We've already eaten anyway, and we're going. But it's a bit like a rundown Austria. That's how we describe it.
It's very quaint, and the ski chalet hotels look absolutely top class. It's just very, very pretty. It's full of change machine shops as well, supermarkets, food cafes. It's beautiful and well worth a visit. The gondola opens next week, so we missed out on going up the mountain. Maybe next time. And there are always notifications of people who have passed, often on their houses or in public places. It's quite a sweet way of remembering them, really. Still some very old buildings right next to modern ones. I love this stonework here. We've just driven past Rila Monastery. It's 5 o'clock and it's still heaving. So we've come down to this other car park, huge car park, but it says you're not allowed to park overnight. So we've left a note in to say that we know it's day parking only. So we're going to go and walk down to the monastery now, suss it out, have a look round, and then see if we can go back in a couple of hours to park for the night. Anyway, the monastery looked amazing, so I'm so glad that we've come all this way to see it. And it's a UNESCO too. Now you can't take pictures inside the actual chapel. If you imagine the inside of a chapel like this, every single surface painted and a lot of gold. Well, after that night at the monastery, I think Andrew's back got the holy vibes, and we managed to do 4 hours driving yesterday.
Yes, and thanks for everyone who's been messaging on Facebooks and Instabants saying, oh, your back's okay. It's improving. I'm being very brave, and every day it seems I'll be able to drive a little bit further, so we are going to get home, because that's been the concern, really.
So we're at a little place called Belogradchik, which actually is quite a famous place in Bulgaria because of its fortress and unusual rock formations, which we're going to explore today. But we spent
Because we haven't seen any fortresses or rocks for the last 9 weeks.
Not seen any Bulgarian ones.
Okay, fair play. No, we're going to see some Bulgarian rocks. So
we spent last night at a little camper spot. I'm not sure I'd call it a campsite, although it is called Camping Madonna, in a beautiful oak woodland.
It's just a basic little site. I mean, it's 40 lev, which is like 17 quid. And it's got everything that you want. It's just hard to get to. It's hard to get to water. It's hard to do cassette. So I just get a bit, it's hard work. But it's actually very pleasant surroundings. And, it's 17 quid. So what do you want for 17 quid?
The showers were hot. The owner's lovely. She really can't speak any English, so we've communicated with Google Translate. We've laughed over trying to get her washing machine to work, and she's been just really friendly. So all in all, it's been a nice little stop to get us in the right place to go and see a fortress. Zlatka's just been telling me that she's been here for 30 years in the forest on her own, and the campsite's been here 60, 70 years ago. She said she used to have a Rottweiler, but it's died, and she's not getting another. I'm not sure I could live out here on my own for that long. Although sometimes the temptation is real with a companion like Andrew. This is an amazing vantage point, although there's no health and safety to stop you from falling off that ledge.
His head fell for a man who looked like me. He tied a ribbon in your hair for all the world to see. He made a wish on a shooting star, but then held it in his hands. For your love was done from a smoking gun. He built castles in the sand.
Well, what a lovely afternoon in the fortress. Really enjoyed those rock formations, which actually reminded us of the ones at Meteora.
Only littler.
Only littler, yeah.
They were all right.
When you've seen Meteora, nothing really can compare. Anyway, after that, we needed to head north and get as far up as we could towards Romania. So we ended up at a little campsite near a town called Vidin.
The further north we got, the worse the roads became, and we sort of remember from the way down that they weren't great, but the surface is terrible, really busy. Wagons take no prisoners. They're either right up your backside or they're coming round you, who were misses. And there were no girls waving at me at the side of the road going back up, which I was very disappointed about. We're looking out for them, but there you go.
There were a lot more border police on the way up than there were on the way down, and that's maybe why the girls not there.
Also, there was a lot more police just randomly, looked like checkpoints here, there and everywhere, near petrol stations and lay-bars, just lifting people, pulling them in and searching the cars and the vans and the wagons. So that was a bit strange, really. I don't know what that were about.
Anyway, our time at the campsite was lovely. It's a beautiful little place. It's a family-run campsite. It had gorgeous showers, lovely and hot, washing machine, which was free to use once in your trip, and a dryer. Fantastic outdoor space for eating, and was just a really nice feel.
It even had water on the pitch, which was handy. However, like one or two sites we'd been to, the black waste, they just said, go into toilets and bung it down toilet. But this is a place that you can't throw toilet paper in the toilet, but yet you can throw a full cassette down there. So that were a bit weird. But the Balkans and down into Greece, the campsites are more, we've said this a few times, they're just a little bit more rustic than we're perhaps used to.
So that's it for this vlog. We hope you've enjoyed our little trip around the western part of Bulgaria.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your comments tonight. We always do. We have a right old bants. Take care of yourself. See you next time.
When we will be going through Romania, Hungary, Austria to get to the Bavarian mountains of Germany.
Bye-bye.
Bye.